Let's pick a playmat for your baby registry. All right, when picking a playmat, these are some things you should look for. High contrast, so they can meet your little newborn baby where they're at. They can't see colors for a little while. And then I'm also looking for something that grows with your baby. The last thing you might want to think about, if you're a mom like me, I don't have like an extra room that's a playroom. My living room is my playroom. So you may want to think about the aesthetics of it too, because it's going to be, in your main living space. You've probably seen this on 100 baby registry lists. This is the Play Gym from Lovevery. It is the one we have. We do love it. My one complaint about it is obviously the price. $150 is pretty expensive, but it does look very aesthetic. All those flaps open to reveal a bunch of different stuff for your baby. And I love things in this circular pattern because when they first start kind of crawling and scooting around, they kind of turn themselves around in a circle. So it's nice to have things all the way around. And it also becomes like a little tent. My toddler liked to use this as like a little reading nook. It was really cute. With some of those toys being a little bit higher up, hard to reach, I do recommend purchasing the sensory strands alongside it, which is another $30. So that brings the total price to $180, which is a lot. Now, if you do have a separate playroom and you're gonna be able to tuck this thing away, the Fisher-Price Kick and Play piano, this thing is loved by parents and is so much cheaper. That little piano does flip up to give you some longevity with the product. And it can be used like on the floor and they can just kick it. And there's a little mirror. Whenever we've been at someone's house and they have this thing, my kid has loved playing with it. It's like the #1 play gym in the world for a reason. If you were interested in that Lovevery one, but the price tag is just too much, I get that. There are some pretty good dupes on the market. So this is the Montessori Activity Gym from Skip Hop. And I like it. The only downside I'm seeing to this is like there's no longevity. It probably does get the toys lower, which is nice, but then like your toddler's not gonna be able to play under here. And it is lacking a little bit to me in that ability to kind of turn around and see a bunch of stuff. But the little triangle thing is cool and that it can be used for later play. Last, this is probably one of the best Lovevery dupes that I see on the market. It is typically $100, but currently on sale for $90. And notice how it has like that kind of around the circle thing, like I mentioned, so they can kind of turn their way around and see the different things. It also looks like there's lots of good toy options here. The reviews so far are really strong, and it's got kind of very similar developmental zones to the Lovevery one. Again, it just doesn't come with that tent, but you could totally probably rig something up later if you wanted to. Lovevery also has a new line with Walmart, which is pretty cool. And it is this travel playmat for just under $40. One side of it is black and white high contrast, and it's intended to be like a travel playmat, so it folds up like this. But pretty cool, has a lot of the same stuff that their other mat has. And I don't see anything wrong with the playmat that you can leave in your room, but you can also take on the go. So obviously, a little bit small would probably be my concern with it. But if you want to have kind of that Lovevery stuff in style, but cheaper, it's a pretty good option. Last thing you might want to think about